flowcharting, do a quick flowchart review. I know a lot of us do flowcharting in our process improvement. We're going to divide up into teams. We're going to discuss the rules of the game. We're then going to run the first game. Yes, this will be like get up and have fun and interact and not just sit. So you may want to clear your spaces just a little bit. You're not going to have to move for the first game. Then we're going to do another process map. We're going to do a process map of what we just did during the game. Then we'll get together as teams. We'll discuss how to make it better and rerun it, but this time in a much more efficient, process improved style. Then we'll review the results, see who wins, and then discuss what process improvement methods were done. Any questions about what we're going to do? Excellent. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a flowchart review. What are the flowchart symbols? How do we do a flowchart? How do we do a process map? Pause. Stephen Light from Gift of Hope, where I am from, is going to be helping me today. He is my QA manager, so welcome Stephen, who is new to the AOPO community. This is his first AOPO. Welcome Stephen. Woo! All right. See, I told him I would be bringing him up not only to help, because everyone needs a little help, but to expose Stephen to the council, so now you all know who he is and who to reach out to at Gift of Hope for quality and process improvement ideas. Okay, process improvement review. What we're going to do is everyone's favorite topic, because hopefully everyone does this every day and you're quite familiar, brushing your teeth. Now it might sound like a very simple process. I have run this workshop many times. There are points of contention in this process. So, our first symbol is the oval. That is our start. The next symbol is a process. That is a square. That is something that you do. What is the first thing we do when we are going to brush our teeth? Get the toothbrush, yeah. So we're going to go probably 10,000 foot level. You know what I mean? Not 30,000 where we're only going to have 4 boxes, but not to the point of like, wake up, open your eyes, stumble to the bathroom. No, we're not going to, not to that detail. Some processes need that. That's an excellent point. But get the toothbrush. That's a great one. And maybe toothpaste, Dr. King? All right. Toothbrush, and paste. Okay, they're in hand. We have them. We've collected them from wherever we keep them in a medicine cabinet, in a drawer, etc. Next step, what do? Do we wet the toothbrush? Yes. Total? Okay, all right. So we're going to continue this because normally I have a whiteboard that's 12 feet wide, and I got 3. Wet brush. Then apply toothpaste. Okay, good. Anyone disagree? So far we have agreement. Apply paste. All right. So now we're going to have our first decision, because this is a point of contention. Do we rinse again? Do you wet it again? How many wet again? A couple? How many just go straight to brushing? Okay. This has gotten heated in different classes that I've run this through. They're just like, no, you do not wet it again. You just brush. Why do you have to wet it again? Okay. So a decision is a diamond, and it's binary. Yes, no. There are other points where you can have a third option. I highly encourage a binary that allows for feedback into it. So, wet again. If we say no, then we go straight to brushing. If we say yes, we rinse, or wet again, and then brush. Okay? So then we brush. ADA recommends 2 minutes. That's a good idea. Doing time studies, applying time to the process. And then we would spit, rinse, and rinse the brush. Agreed? Okay, we got the general idea. And then we would end with another oval for end. So let's review a quick flow charting. Again, we're doing an 8-hour session in one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide up into teams. No one has to move. All we're going to do is a very simple exercise of counting, but you two aren't playing, correct? Okay. So 1 through 4, and we'll divide up again after that. Okay, so we're going to start 1, green, 2,
2, 3, 4, 1,
yellow,
3, 4, 1,
Skip, I got a phone call. 2.
2.
3, 1,
2. 3.
okay. 2,
3. 4.
1.
Wait, we have 2. Don't miss her.
Oh, she can play. You're 2. You're 2. 2. 3.
3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2.
Perfect. Okay. No, don't leave.
We'll be back. I got to take a
What were you?
2.
You're 3. Okay. All right. Make a note of what number you were, because then we're going to do other subdivisions. So what we're going to do with our teams is we're going to assemble finished product is cups with beads. And I've got beads up here. There are 18 different colors of beads. There are over 3,000 beads in the box. So there should be plenty of beads. I have run out before, but that's fine. That's part of the process. It's quite entertaining to watch from my perspective. Everyone will get a different role. So the different roles we're going to have is we're going to have a material mover. That is the person who can touch the beads and touch the bowls. They can also move cups between assemblers and sorters. Okay, the material mover is going to be the person who does a lot of stuff. We're going to have a number of sorters depending on how many people ended up on each team. The sorters are going to be taking beads out of the bowls and putting them in cups. We're going to have a supervisor, because what would be work without someone to be in charge? The supervisor has the key for the colors, okay? Because some of the colors are close. There's like 3 different colors of blue. There's 3 colors of red and orange that look similar, so they have the key. There's going to be intermediate assemblers, so each group will get 4 colors. One assembler will put 2 in a cup, another assembler will put another 2 in a cup. There will be a final assembler. They're just combining the 2 into 1, so they have a total of 4 beads in a cup. There will be 2 quality assessors, or up to 2, and then 1 customer, which is the person who actually accepts the finished product. Clear as mud? Outstanding. Okay. All right. All the ones, raise your hands. Keep them up. No, keep them up, keep them up, keep them up. All right. A, remember this, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Everyone get a job. Perfect. Remember your letter. Okay, 2s. Hands up, 2s. To make this more fun, we're going to start on this side. It is, but it really becomes really fun. Right?
Okay, I'm ready with that dance.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Are you? You're a 2? I. 3s. Okay. I'm being cognizant of footwork. All right. Dr. Hay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. And 4s. We lost people. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay.
Right. Could you do that again? I don't think I heard what you said.
Okay, fours, hands up again. We're gonna go A, B, C, D, E, F. That's interesting. We have some teams with like 11 and some with 6. Okay, A's are the material movers. So A's can come on up here because you're going to start getting stuff.
Only A's can touch the B's.
Only A's can touch the B's. Yes, please come up here. Please come up. Please come up. Where is
Touch
my C's? Our supervisors, come on up too. You're going to get your cards.
Not yet. But
C's?
movers can touch the ball.
Okay.
Or a bucket ball, whatever. Open it.
Okay, supervisors. These are your keys. 3, 4. Okay.
Where's supervisors? Let's go with supervisors as well.
Yeah, they're going to pass them out to their sorters. Okay. All right. Okay. Where are B's? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And supervisors, look around. What number are you? Okay, where's one sorter is over there. What's your name? Yesenia's? 1B? So that's team 1. What team? 2. Okay, so there's a sorter. Where's the other one? There's a sorter for team 3 and team 4. Okay, awesome. Okay, D's. Okay, what numbers? 2, 4, 3. Okay, so there's assemblers. So material movers, know where your people are. This is gonna get really loud really fast. E's. Number? Okay. Okay, so those are final assemblers. So they're gonna put the cups together in a final thing. And F's? Okay, so those are our QAs. And G's. There should be only 3, I think, yeah. Okay, we're gonna shift your roles to being sorters because we're out of one team. Some of the teams ended up really short. Are there any H's? Just one. What team? Okay, perfect. Okay, so this is how it's gonna work. The material movers are going to need to move beads, so a bowl of beads, to a sorter. So hopefully you know where your sorters are. Once the supervisors will need to give cups to sorters. Once they have sorted their colors, they can move to assembly, move to QA, and hopefully we have some assembled cups. And in 8 minutes, maybe we'll have 1 or 2. I've had people do 10, smaller group, but this should be entertaining. So what colors do you have? There is another card. Okay. Supervisors? Or supervisors. So write this down. Don't write on my cards, please. 1 has white, cobalt, orange, and green. You can assign those to any sorters that you want because you're supervisor. You're empowered. Team 2 has blue, red, caramel, and gray. Team 3 is yellow, purple, brown, and brick. And team 4 is magenta, tan, sky, and black. If you need to know what those are, come see me. And we're going to start the timer now. Let's see how many you can make in 8 minutes. Okay.
What is your D roll?
Huh? D is an assembler, so you're an intermediate assembler. So hopefully they get you cups.
All I know is I was a 1 and a C.
You were a 1 and a C. Okay, so you need to find your 1, and hopefully your material mover gives them a bowl. Where is a 1 sorter? Your supervisor is looking for you. A 1 sorter. Hagen's a sorter. Okay, so your material mover needs to get you beads.
Yes.
Who is the 2 material mover? They need beads. They're sorters for you. They need beads.
Dr. Hagen, what number are you?
You're a 1, but I still don't know where I'm supposed to go.
I think Dr. Hagen's the mover. She's your supervisor.
Yeah.
Okay, he's your mover.
Okay.
You need some sorters.
I gave them my cups.
You need
Okay, so you need to
Find your
sort. You need to
sorters.
find your sorters, which I think are these
sort
two.
out the 2
Are you
colors
sorters?
per
I'm an
cup.
assembler.
Oh, you gotta wait until they actually have them sorted. Oh, you're an eye?
I have an eye.
Do you give it to Ronki? Group 3 sorters. Where's a group 3 sorter? 3 sorter. You should stay. Your seats matter. Okay. The only people who should be moving are material movers.
Are you a sorter?
And supervisors.
What number?
1 does have a supervisor. It's in the gray jacket. Oh, no,
3.
Christy.
I'm 1. There for 3.
Yesenia has our stuff. She needs
You're 1?
Hey, what number is the back table back there?
It shouldn't.
What number are you?
There should be several numbers. They should all be seated. The only ones who should have moved are the material handlers and the supervisors. They're the only ones who can move. Yeah. The only ones who can move. It's okay. It's okay. The same result is happening.
Are you 3?
So, I don't have sorters.
You don't have a sorter? There should have been a B.
I'm a B.
Then you're a sorter.
Okay, then what are our colors? White?
White, cobalt, orange, and green, but you need cups.
Somebody took the other part of my cups.
Right now,
Okay.
you guys actually took this a step further.
White, cobalt, orange, and green.
Correct. Now, they're how many assemblers do you have? Or final? They're 2 intermediate? Okay, that's because of the.
Okay.
So why don't you become a sorter and then you split up your colors? We've got 3.5 minutes left. Isn't this exciting? I don't know. Which group are you guys?
But then no one, but they should always see it, right?
Well, they should. Everyone should have stayed where they were.
There's going to be a attacking point now.
Yes, which is fine. This is exciting.
You were. Make sure you bring that up when this one
Who's Do they have enough beads? You're the only one who can get beads.
Supposed to have.
Huh?
How many are we supposed to have?
As many as you can finish. There's still more in the reserve. So. You gotta leave the container.
That was not in the rules originally.
You gotta leave the container. It's not fair to the other groups.
Oh, I keep throwing them to you.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
And finalists. One sorry, here, exemplars are basically short. And then final assemblers.
If you have one,
Check.
have some more red.
Time's going quick. Minute and a half.
Are we supposed to put in the cups?
You're supposed to what?
Put the beads in the cups?
Yeah, there should be 4 beads in a cup. So the assembler should be putting them together.
One of each color in a cup?
Yep.
Does that at
The
any
assembler,
time?
the material mover should be moving the stuff over.
So do we have an assembler?
Yes, you have an intermediate assembler and a final assembler.
Okay, so you two need to put 4 in each cup.
Yeah, she's QA. So after intermediate and final, QA needs to check it.
What does the final assembler do?
Well, so there's we did 12. There's supposed to be 1 assembler does 3, another one does 2, final assembler does 2.
And the leader can do any part of this?
The supervisor can supervise and delegate tasks.
Can't touch it.
Nope. They can verify. They can work with QA.
So as soon as you get 4 in a cup, then hand them over to her. Sorry, I don't know your name. Sharon, okay.
And I'm supposed to combine the two?
If they're proportional numbers, and I've got people recording. And so, what we can do is you guys can both do assembly.
Oh, okay, so this is just what I'm doing.
Yeah, so now you're QA. But material
Hand it
mover,
over to QA.
in the perfect world, when we do this, material mover has to go between the All right, that's time, that's time, that's time. Stop, stop, hands up, hands up. It's like a reality show. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Woo! Team 1, team 1. Where's 1? Where's my 1s? How many finished cups do you have? 4. That's amazing. 1, yeah. 4. Team 2. Where's 2? Where's 2? How many finished? 11. 3? 18 finished cups. 4? Team 4. Team 4. 1 finished. There we go. That's more realistic. Okay. So now what I want to do is talk to you all, and we'll come back to this one, is what did this process look like? Now, one of the things that I did not make clear, this was my fault on instruction, was everyone should have stayed in their original seat. Going to a work cell is actually the next stage. One group, maybe I did say it. Yeah. Because part of it is meant to be the chaos of everything moving around. But that's fine. The results still stayed the same for the most part because of the limited abilities of the entire team. Like Team 1 had said, can the supervisor participate? Can they touch the beads? Can they sort? No. The rule is a delegated task. Supervisors aren't working supervisors. They literally like in construction workers, right? There's 15 people that watch one person work. Very efficient work. So, how did this process start? So, we'll start it. So, start. And I said, go. Besides the chaos that ensued, what did happen?
You have to find your team.
Find the team. Okay. Did the material mover do anything? Yes. What did the material mover do?
We got our beads.
Got the beads. Okay, material mover's got the initial set of beads. We retrieve the beads. What happened after that?
Leaders got their cards.
Ooh. We almost have like a parallel process happening here. Is after start is the supervisors got their cards
And cups.
and cups. By the way, Steven's going to come around and collect your beads. So if you could, everyone can do this. Everyone can touch the beads. Now please gather the beads, okay? So while this was happening, supervisors were getting their assignments. Material movers were retrieving beads. Then what? Then what happened? What was next? Did the sorters begin? Everyone agree? Sorters? Okay. Okay. What about the supervisors? We have a parallel path going. What did the supervisor do at that point? Was there an assignment of colors to the sorters? Yes. Okay.
Reassignment of roles too.
Yeah, we had to do some reassignment of roles because originally this was planned for 50 people being in here, 12 people to a team roughly, and then the numbers changed. So we adapted on the fly. Assign colors. Okay. And now we have a new symbol here where there's an element of a task, but there's also a weight. So we're going to, the sorter is actually sorting. And virtually everyone else is dead in the water, right? I mean, was there a lot of activity going on? No. Okay. So then they waited. We started doing some sorting. It happened. Then what? Assembly. Okay. Now, if we were not doing this in a very, very fast manner, what would happen is assembly would actually end up being in parallel with sorting, because sorting was still happening, right? So we would want to capture what was physically happening. But in the interest of time and for illustrative purposes, we're just going to consider it a linear exercise. Then assembly. Then what? Everyone should have had QA, right? A quality check. There was. Did you guys have a QA person? Okay. QA? Anything after QA? It kind of was a cyclical cycle. It continued until time happened. Okay. So we've crossed it out and realized that this is really inefficient because we had one team get one finished cup. So now what I want you guys to do is take 5 minutes. I'm going to set an actual timer on what roles you're going to have, how this is going to look. I would encourage to keep the idea of the material mover so that there's not a cluster of 15 people attacking Steven for beads. Now, at the table, stuff can move if you choose to stay at your tables. Anyone can touch different things in a work cell, but I would encourage supervisors to have one person that actually comes up. If you choose to not do that, that's fine, but in the interest of not stampeding each other. But from there, I want you guys to develop a new process for your group. And what's most likely going to happen is we're going to run out of beads, which is great. Or we'll run out of cups. That actually happens more often than not. At which point you may have to barter with another team for your sorted bowl or cups. So, 5 minutes, go.
To get as many sorted cups on the ready. You're going to develop a more efficient way to do that.
You're trying to figure out how can you redo the work process.
So you're designing a new process right now. 5 minutes, design a new process. How to make this more efficient. Yeah. Design the process you're going to do.
We're not doing it yet. We're designing.
Goals is trying to do products. You're talking about new products. You should join your team. Join your team. What number are you?
Like your enthusiasm.
One up front. They were supposed to.
So there's a specific color.
Well, now it's
I'm gonna pull Barbara from being over on the
Are you
left
one
side
one?
to being
Okay. Yes, you have 5 minutes to talk about it and figure it. By the way,
Trying to develop the most efficient. So, however you want it to look like, you're at liberty to make it.
You're over there waiting.
She was being deliberately stubborn. She wasn't.
Oh, good. We have more help now. That's right.
That's a roll.
So that's the rule now. The supervisor was supposed to send over the gatherer to come and gather. But no one was standing, so I didn't know that for you. Okay, so. What I was thinking is maybe once he's gathered, filling up the middle and this picture's so yellow and not so white. A cup of yellow and a cup of white. And then hand it out to her. You guys know that you start to feel like you're getting full, you can just bring out orange. And then start giving them, at least you sit in because there are bowls and they're going to be
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you have a question?
Whatever, it makes sense over here.
Well, that's what I'm saying, 2 people doing it, and then they put it in the bowl. Or they could do one in each cup.
Okay, we're coming up on 2.5 minutes on this planning session. Do you just want to leave that?
So we thought about doing that, but
You've got all the bowls?
hands and there's stayed in hands. She stayed in the bowl.
Nice. We have 10 people.
Okay, that was helpful for me because I
Using them as.
colored.
Right, and then
Are you making it?
One from each cup.
It's an inefficient use of space. There's a lot of room in those cups. Well, I think we need to re-educate the customer to better efficiency.
4 cups. And as they're
Bless you.
I'm trying to make sure we have some people have like massive.
I don't know what we have.
I'm gathering the.
So you two are sorting, or you two are materials handlers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting it together. But if I drop my hand, it
Assemble?
doesn't matter.
take them out and shove them in that.
Yeah, well, what we can do is we can switch out colors.
What else?
When we come back.
There's 30 right here. So,
So when people need to
Yeah,
wrap.
definitely.
Or I can have
And we can even.
10.
sorry.
So when these come.
I'm just trying to make sure that there's 50. So,
We're gonna start sorting.
Research development for big one.
We're gonna need them.
yeah, but we need to make sure we can start out at 50. Here, sorry. I know I'm going to let you guys split.
You're taking these?
I'm going to take this.
I know.
I'm going to Las Vegas.
Okay, let's start all over again, right? Okay, so each of these are gonna go red, blue, caramel, gray, and as you get.
And then bring it to me and I'll do the QA on it. But Dion still has to go and read, yeah. Supplies too. That makes sense.
26. You got 26? There you go. 50.
You're not, you're just operating. Thank you.
And then the other two will separate them, neutralize them.
He's gonna go.
Okay, that's 5 minutes. Hopefully you have your new process, your game plan. Okay. Teams, we are going to start the 8 minutes in just a couple minutes. Bowls are up here. Please do not break my bowls. I know it gets a little aggressive sometimes. And the bead box needs to stay up here. That's the other caveat. Do not wander around with the box. You can't move a warehouse. That's the warehouse. And go. Your colors did stay the same. You get another color.
Caramel.
We have not run out of beads yet. So clearly people did not take them up.
When you have the four, just put them in the middle and then I'll grab them.
We're a minute and a half in. I would hope you got some assembled already.
Hey, Rick.
Okay. The warehouse is empty. You either have to return to the warehouse or work with another team.
I need trays.
Yeah. 3 minutes down. 3 minutes down.
I need coffee.
He's going to grab some.
I'm going to examine it now. Not worried about No, bad cup. Bad cup. Two bad cups. Need a caramel. I'm doing a quality check before it gets there.
The other group rejected. Well, the other group was rejecting. The QA person was like, nope, nope, nope. He does.
Hey, come on.
Consider trading bowls that you sorted out your own color with other groups. Yeah. That is 15 months. Yeah, you're allowed to send it up. We get all of these.
I need a full vote. Anyone want a full vote? Yes. Thank you.
If you're out of paper cups, try and swap with another group that may have. We got extra cups.
One group is trying to understand.
That's fine. That's fine.
You guys have cups?
Yeah.
How's our yellows?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I think we're done.
I'm out of cups. You might want to consider trading sorted beads to another team that has surplus cups, if there's anyone who has surplus cups yet. Is everyone out of cups? You're out. You're out. You're out. There's one group that has cups. They may be willing to trade.
Negotiations.
Huh? Oh.
Piles of 4 like
I
that.
say we run over there.
Unapproved cups. That's fine.
Because she just put them in piles of 4.
They're accessing AOPO.
Yeah.
We got none.
Just put them in piles of 4.
Are they allowed to use other cups?
No, no, you shouldn't be.
Too late.
I'm waiting for them to finish. See if they can finish their stuff.
You didn't say we couldn't, so we're
Not resourceful.
Improvise. I like it.
called innovation.
Yeah, our supervisor said we could.
45 seconds. Let's see if Team 2 can finish it up. They're almost there. They're almost there. Less than 30 seconds. Come on, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. 10 seconds. 8. 5. 3. 2. 1. Hands up. All right. Team 1 maxed. Team 3 and 4. Did you guys finish? Do you guys fill? 50. You had 50? Everyone should have had roughly 50. Okay, so everyone finished. So let's talk about this now. So now we're going to debrief. This was outstanding. This is usually what happens as we run out of cups. Because there's roughly 200 Dixie cups. And they've improvised and added. So, but what's interesting in all of this is that the amount of time to finish was changed significantly. And then we have people with completed sorts, but they couldn't complete the cups because they ran out of cups. So let's talk about, I think you guys finished first. It was really close with these two teams. What did you do that you finished so quickly? Let's talk about your process.
We had more people helping with the sorting
Than last time.
than last time, a lot more people.
A lot more people sorting. So did you change roles? Did you still have QA? Did you have baking QA? What'd you
We
do?
also had people doing multiple roles.
Okay, what roles? What did you share?
So I was the leader and QA,
Okay,
and then everybody else was the sorter and assembler.
what about your material mover?
And then we had materials. He was supposed to be
Yeah, he QA'd and he steel material.
Okay, so you moved and QA. Did you do any sorting? Or assembly? A little bit. Okay, what about you guys? What did you do? You guys were really fit. You guys had like a game plan. Like,
Yes, we came up with a game.
all right, so what did you do?
So their supervisor was less experienced than some of the team members, so the team members helped guide in how to assign things.
Okay.
We cross-trained people, so there were people who had started out in the first exercise as one action, and then in the second exercise for efficiency, cross-trained into the others.
So cross-training, multiple roles, again.
And then adaptive. When one role ran out, people went and jumped on to the next role.
That's the key there, being able to do another role, not having dead time on the assembly line in the practice.
And taking out the people who are colorblind out of any kind of decision-making role.
Ooh, now that's a key variable. That is a great one. Was that the supervisor's question? Who came up with that?
It actually was the team member himself.
Right.
He
The
already
team member
knew what his
excused
issue was.
himself from any.
So a team member abstained. That is a great point to bring up. This is the first time I've run this several times. The first time I've said, had it where it's like we've pushed the. So were you the material mover then?
Yes.
Okay, so they still gave him a job. Look at that. Look at that. 88 equal opportunity employers over there. What did you guys do? You guys ran out. What was your method?
We had 2 sorters to sort them out and 2 assemblers.
Okay, so you kind of kept them separate still. So what did the assemblers do while the sorters were doing the initial sort during the first 5 minutes or first 2 minutes?
It was really less than that.
Yeah, they were, I mean, we were just throwing them out and they were assembling.
Oh, okay, so it was pretty quick ramp up. Okay. Any other key checks?
And then QA.
There was a QA person. Now I heard you guys did you bake in QA to your process, or did you have a separate? Because I came by and I heard QA rejecting cups.
No, actually, it was. Thanks, Karen. I was rejecting cups that were coming over here.
Quality into the process.
Quality was in the process because I was an assembler, but I caught the stage
Okay.
when I got to him.
Anybody can stop the process.
Anybody could stop the process. The toilet, that pull cord. Okay, so you guys were the last group. How did you structure things differently where it took almost a full 8 minutes? I'm curious to know, did you separate roles? Was everyone hands-on, not hands-on? Tell me about your guys' process.
Basically, we just moved operations around. I didn't hear the part about you could change roles. The original rules.
We didn't change any roles. What we did do is change positions so that the 2 assemblers got together so they were right next to each other.
So they could pass, so that you didn't stick with the limitation a material mover had to move everything. You could, within the work cell, move product, which helped with your speed, but the fact that people were sitting potentially slowed things down. But you did end up finishing within the time.
Well, we started with 18, so we didn't have to change too much. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What's interesting is that you guys did go from the top to finishing last, but you did finish, which is us saying that everyone actually maxed out. So, check my agenda on the review. And that is the process improvement workshop, 8 hours into one. Please clean up the beads as much as you can. Stephen will come around and hopefully collect them. Huh?
So here are totals, and one thing I want to point out from my quality angle on things. So group 1 had 96, and they had 9 people working. Group 2 had 73 with 8 people. Group 3 had even 50 with 7 people, and group 4 had 76 with 5 people. So the numbers were pretty close across the board. And the interesting thing to me was that the group with 5 people was pretty darn close to the group with 11 people. So it doesn't matter on the quantity involved in the process. When you have a quality process in place, that's what matters most, is that process, reassessment, rebuilding, and changing things. I noticed there were a lot of groups had multiple roles. So instead of limiting things to one piece of the puzzle, when you have multiple moving parts, it's far more efficient. So kind of impressed with the breadth of creativity across the group, but everyone pretty much stayed pace with each other, so kind of impressive.
Thank you
I'll
all.
pick up the beats.
I appreciate you sticking around and being willing to be photographed and videoed for this process. Lavelle, thank you very much for your help.
Yeah, I'll take it.
If anyone wants to give a testimonial, positive or negative, on the process, Lavelle is going to be taking some brief interviews if you're willing to provide that.